It's me, Soro187, bringing you my view as a puppet show. Because I'm about to make the Xbox fanboys dance. Now, if I used to be an Xbox fanboy myself back in the day, but the troubles that I had with my Xbox One was too much. Plus, me having a YouTube channel, me wanting to put longer content on my YouTube channel rather than 5 minutes like I was doing when I did have an Xbox One for a while, made me go to PS4 with the trouble and the knowledge that the PlayStation 4 captures 15 minutes of gameplay. Now, and I know, how's that going to make the Xbox fanboys dance to lose? This video is about a certain game that was advertised, that was showed off since the Xbox announcement and release. You remember that trailer of that CGI film of this young CGI man running through the woods, and then you see up through the trees the light and shadow covering, flying over him like it's chasing him, and you can't tell what it is, but you get a inkling of a dragon. You get a little inkling of a dragon, and sure enough, when the kid runs out of the forest, and all of a sudden you see it, and it falls, it drops down, lands, crashes. It's giant, it's humongous, it's intense, and you think the dragon is going to eat the kid, and then you see the kid approaching it and gets on it and shit, and you know you're going to control a character controlling a dragon, and it was so exciting. It was one of the games, I mean, besides the Halo fans, and most of the Halo fans did like this, was interested in this game too, it was the most anticipated game. Even Boogie298 made a video saying, you know, that you let him control a dragon, you're giving him exactly what he wanted, and he was looking forward to this game too. I knew it. I knew it was coming. After it was pushed back once, and then they showed scenes of it again. You remember I was pissed at the E3 video I did, that I pissed on the Xbox shirt. I knew that was going to happen so much that I was supposed to save that pissing on that shirt for this certain incident. That fucking video game being canceled. I knew it. First pushback, and I knew the exact reason why it was going to be canceled. It was pushed back more than once, and it was showed at every E3 after the Xbox launch, and that's what I was so pissed about, is the last E3 or whatever, that one I made a video on where I pissed on a shirt, they didn't show no new games. They just showed it. Oh, they did show one. Excuse me, I forgot. The new Dead Rising. Who cares about that shit? So I knew they was going to cancel it. And guess why? Guess why it was canceled? They could not make it run on the Xbox One. Yes, it was. They announced that it was going to be also a PC. It wasn't going to be a Truce exclusive. Like, there's no such thing now on Xbox. But they can't make it at all now. They've totally canceled it. Matter of fact, they're trying to sweep it under the rug. They have deleted every film that they own themselves, that they have uploaded to any kind of social media, YouTube, their website. They have deleted all existence of the game. You might think, well, won't they just make it for the Xbox Scorpio? Because, like I said, they can't make it work on the Xbox One or the Xbox One S. It won't run it. Get this. They were showing a game that was going to come out for a system that wasn't even out yet, but they did know that what the specs, and they had dev kits. That game studio had dev kits of the Xbox One to simulate it running on that system. And it took them 3 years, 3 fucking years, that it wasn't going to run. 3 years. I think the Xbox One's been out. No, it's been out. It took them how long? It took them since the Xbox One has been out. It took them that long to figure their piece of shit wasn't going to fucking run it. The idea of the game was not going to happen on their piece of shit. It would have on a PC because, of course, they can. And the reason why it's not going to be run on the Xbox Scorpio, or even made for the Scorpio, is because of their promise saying no console owner is going to be left out on a title. They are not going to make a game for the Xbox One and sell it, and the other players, the other owners of the Xbox S, the original Xbox, be left out. So they had to scrap it completely. Now, you could say, so Real 187, what does it matter to you? You got a PlayStation now. You don't like Xbox anymore. No, because I spent the whole $500 on that console when it came out. I gripped and buried it through their bullshit of the announcement of the DRM. I had my money fully paid beforehand, before they even announced that shit of DRM. Must be on online. Will not be selling the Connect separate. I paid over $500 fucking dollars for that piece of fucking shit. And you know what? Yes, I ended up getting rid of it because of having troubles with it. But I would have stuck by. Even with the PlayStation having a more recorded time of gameplay for my YouTube channel, I would have stuck by it if I ended up coincidentally not having any more trouble out of it. If they shipped it back and it was working properly, I would. You know what I would have held on to it for? Even though like I said, the PlayStation recorded more time, I was going to hold out for that game. Even though they announced, even they say later on they announced that it wasn't going to have no exclusives, I would have been pissed. But I would have held out for that game because that's how much I was interested in that game. And you know how pissed I would have fucking been if I still had fucking won. So I still have the fucking right to be pissed because I still lost that $500 fucking dollars. No, actually, no, I didn't. Because I traded with all I bought with that Xbox One. I'm not talking about the games. I'm talking about the charge station, the Xbox itself. I think I maybe had 2 games with it. I traded in even. No, I didn't trade it in even. I traded it off in game for a PlayStation 4. I got a PlayStation 4. I not only got it, I got a game along with it. And still had some cash in my hand. So, what are you going to say, fanboys? What kind of defenses are you going to come up for that shit? That they took fucking how long the system went out to realize a game that piece of candy that they was advertising, saying this is going to taste great, you're going to love this taste, and their fucking dispenser machine was unable to dispense it out for you, wasn't able to run it. It took them that long to figure out that they had a piece of shit on their hands and they was going to be able to do nothing with it. That shows I made the right choice. I'm glad as hell now that I got my PS4. And that and I had some I had some hopes for the Scorpio. I loved the hell out of Xbox on the original Xbox, the very first Xbox. I have made a love for my very first Xbox console with my very first time for online gaming, my very first experience with online gaming. And I was hoping that they would be able to make a change, an experience change for the Scorpio. Don't got that hope. Don't got even that fucking care anymore. And right now, I would have been uploading. Right now, the cut in this fucking video would go right to that where I'm pissing on that shirt on that commode. That's what I originally had intended, because I knew this game was going to be scrapped. And even just like fucking, they ruined the fucking franchise, closing down the studios that make fucking Fable. Fucking pathetic Xbox. So dance about it, for Xbox fanboys. Dance about it. Dance about it like you delusion bitches you are. Deluded, delusional bitches. Now that's so real.